outside of town and just a little off the road, in an otherwise darkened field of corn. On a cloudy summer night when the moon is just a sliver and you can't see what's at the end of your arm, there's a giant neon cross standing empty as a thought, throwing neon blue all across the field. I don't remember how we found it, but the moths would flutter around it just like ashes at the blue end of the world. Some farmer must have lit it up, a sign of hope for travelers, people far away from their home. But we used to park beneath it and lie cheek to cheek to cheek. It was you, me, and Jimmy out there on our own. It's the oldest tale there is. I loved you and so did Jim, and you loved both of us in different ways. I loved the blue glint in your eye as we lay and faced the sky, and the smell of your hair as it brushed my face. Well, that giant neon cross left an imprint when you closed your eyes, the way blueberry juice will stain your hand. It just burned so damn strong, kept burning this summer long. It burned much harder than my poor young heart could stand. So when Jim got the job cutting wood in Washington, I could hardly wait for him to go. And in my mind I bade my time, and I burned the summer hours down to ashes at the blue end of the world. Early in the morning when his Greyhound bus was leaving, and we drove him to the station in your car. And you know I could have died when you kissed him on the lips, 'cause I hated how he'd store that in his heart. And when we turned to leave, I felt the blue wind in my jacket sleeve and saw the sad expression on your face. It was the cast of someone grieving, unacquainted with the feeling of a love that's out of step and out of place. Outside a diner on I-80, I knelt and pulled a box out, and my words stuck in my throat just like a pearl. And then the snow started to fall, and it flooded all around your face like ashes at the blue end of the world. You did not seem surprised, you just nodded and you closed your eyes. I stood and I delivered you a kiss, and from the taste still on your lips and the neon blue inside my chest, I knew that part of you would still be his. Have seen us dry behind the ears, and as we settled down, the neon cross grew dim. But when we got the call from Jim's sister in the fall to tell us that something had happened to him, drove off in the car, the same one we used to park, and I knew that I had been short-sighted to forget that time is elastic, fire stretches and contracts it. Yes, I knew that neon flame was still ignited. Some farmer must have lit it up, a sign of hope for travelers as the road before their headlights unfurled. But we used to park beneath it and lie cheek to cheek to cheek, drawn like moths to the blue end of the world. Park beneath it and lie cheek to cheek to cheek, drawn like moths to the blue end of the world. Yeah! I think so. That something had happened to him.